Can family survive the over-commercialized Christmas?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Can we?
Maybe.
Can they?
Eh.
Can we talk about it at least?
So, the cartoon and philosopher Charlie Brown has obviously addressed this situation a few times in the past.
Yes.
Actually, every Christmas he addresses it.
Yep.
And it is something that always comes up with me too, is like, what is this whole thing about? And I always like to go back to those things of, family is a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
My personal favorite is the whole birth of Christ and the whole idea of reservations for restaurants that are going to be overcrowded or resurrections, that too. No, but yeah, I mean, that makes sense, right? You got the resurrection, and then you got to have reservation for McDonald's because it's so crowded with people and all this festivity.
Or you have your reservations about going to McDonald's in the first place.
You should.
You should.
But, yeah, we get caught up in the mess of this whole thing, and a lot of that has to do with the economics of Christmas.
It's true. But the economics of Christmas is that necessarily in and of itself a bad thing. So the way that we celebrate Christmas is by buying gifts for the people that we love. And sometimes the people we don't love as much, but we feel obligated to buy them a gift anyway.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a bad thing.
Like a roll of plastic toilet paper.
Sure. That'll work, I guess. Apparently that's what he's planning on getting me. So that's all right. I'll let that slide. But
You will.
Yep. Yeah. I walked into
Anyway.
that one. I did. All right. It's really funny now that I think about it too. But yeah, so buying gifts for people is how we choose to celebrate,
Yeah.
Has it become over commercialized? Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
But I think that culture and family can definitely survive through something like this. It all comes down to your personal focus. But so I'm going to make the case for this economic boom of Christmas.
Yeah.
So you have people who need jobs, right? Well,
right.
And people, sometimes throughout the year having a hard time. A lot of businesses are cyclical. In the winter, they have a hard time. Mm-hmm. That's common.
Yeah.
Restaurant, travel industries, hospitality.
They have a hard time during the holidays?
They have a hard time during winter.
Oh,
in general, because people aren't traveling for vacations in the winter.
Right. There's no summertime.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah.
You obviously have Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Right.
But
and skiing.
Traveling is part of the commercialization of that.
Yeah.
To some degree.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice to have this big economic boom right in the middle of what becomes the slow economic season in the year. That's what I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, you could say that it's not a slow thing, but it's the reason it's not slow is because there is this thing. I mean,
right.
If you didn't have Christmas, there really wouldn't be anything out there motivating you to go out and spend stuff. You'd definitely be motivated to stay inside. But that's not why Christmas was created. It wasn't created so that we have this stable economics.
Oh, yeah. True.
So it's just that's kind of interesting on the economic side of things. But there is a threat, I believe there is a threat in being wrapped up in all this stuff. Because I do remember as a kid, Christmas was totally about family. There was presents, yes, there was Christmas lights and all this jazz. And maybe this is an adult thing. You just don't see it anymore because you're the one spending all the money. And your kids are just
coming out of your wallet. It hurts a little.
So you're like, I just worked my butt off to pay for these Christmas gifts while your kids are actually experiencing the Christmas gifts.
Right.
So they're seeing it from a totally different perspective of this magical moment.
So maybe it's your fault then, Dan.
Maybe it is my fault. No, maybe that's something we need to think of as adults. Like the threat of the economics that go along with all this stuff and the over-commercialized stuff. I mean, Charlie Brown is kind of the exception of a kid seeing this over-commercialized thing. And they always put it in the movies. Oh, the kids are the ones that are frustrated with the over-commercialized part of it. But they're not. I mean,
they get the good end of that.
They definitely get the good end. They're not running around trying to work a 40-hour week and then go Christmas shopping and then also working extra hard because it's dark and blah, 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 all these different reasons why you have to work extra hard during Christmas season, working overtime. They're not dealing with that.
Right.
They're just enjoying the cookies and the snow and the gifts and the singing.
And family being around.
And family, extra family.
Yeah. It's always fun to see my cousins and stuff during Christmas that lived far away.
Yeah, yeah. I think the threat to the culture is definitely more on the as you get older. It's not necessarily a seasonal thing. Like at one point Christmas was sacred and now it's just over commercialized. I think that's just what it feels like. I think it's really actually something that's not seasonal as in time wise, but it's more of a threat on your age. It's a maturity thing. The way you see Christmas as a kid versus the way you see it as an adult.
I think that's pretty astute. Good job.
Boom. There you go. But no, I don't know. Yeah, because the economics of it, yeah, it's very, very helpful to have all these gifts going out and people making money and the economy growing. Because if your economy is not growing, stuff like that, it's not necessarily good for you as just anybody.
Right. A lot of retail businesses make their profit during Christmas. And
so it's called Black Friday. Because you're running in the red the whole year until Black Friday.
Until you hit Friday, right.
That Friday.
So, I mean, we wouldn't have jobs, not just during the holiday season in a lot of cases, not any jobs, but we wouldn't have as many jobs if it wasn't for something like that because a lot of businesses just wouldn't be able to do it. So.
Yeah. So, with all this said, here's what you need to do and you need to take away is remember as a kid how amazing that was, how this was a time of breaks and getting away from school and snow days and all that stuff. And remember that your kids are now going through that, but you as an adult, you don't have those days off because you haven't had those days off during the summer either. You've worked throughout the summer and all that jazz. So work and stress, those things follow you throughout the whole year, but it's extra stressful because you're trying to recreate something that you think your kids aren't experiencing because you might not be experiencing it.
Yeah, it's true.
And just take a step back and remember your kids are enjoying the lights, everything is so beautiful. Just let them enjoy that and you just try to enjoy that as well and not be wrapped up in your stress.
Yeah.
Your very real stress.
Right. And try not to be wrapped up too much in, this is so commercialized and they're taking this out of Christmas and they're taking that out of Christmas. Put something back into Christmas. Be the change you want to see in the world.
Yeah. Yeah. If we do this thing where we light candles every Sunday, we light a new candle and it represents something of the passage of Christ into this earth.
That's cool.
And nobody else does that, but we do it, and it's part of our traditions. So
like that.
Anyway,
Make a new tradition. If you don't have Christmas traditions that you really love, make some new ones. Or if you have some that you really love, do those and make some new ones.
Keep them up. All right, guys. Let us know how you celebrate the holidays. We're just getting into it. Man, Thanksgiving, still stuff from it, probably.
And, some... not too long ago, there were other holidays. Like in India, they just celebrated Diwali or Deepawali, depending. And so that's cool. Tell us how that went. Leave that in the comments because I know we got some people out in India.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know how you're celebrating. We would. I mean, seriously, I'm hoping that there's some other YouTubers out there that are from different countries going to be showing us how they're celebrating this time of year because that would be just really cool.
And you're going to put up some stuff from your Christmas celebration. Lizzotic.
Yeah, Lizzotic. You check that out. You'll see some family videos there. On
Daniel's family channel.
Daniel. My wife's channel.
His wife's channel.
That she's handling. She handles it. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. And keep up with us on all the snaps and the Twitters and all that chats.
Facebook. Stalk us. Follow us around as we drive around town, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Cool with it.
Also, guys, if you want to send us your questions in a video form or a Twitter form or however you want to send us a question, we'll respond to it on the show. We would love to answer some of you guys' questions about business or coffee or whatever really comes to your mind. You ask us anything, and we'll see if we can answer it for the heck of it.
Don't ask any questions about my bald head.
Or about my family life in the marital sense of it.